Hey, 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 guys. I was not planning on coming back on this channel tonight, but little Miss JB sent me a piece of information that I could not wait to share because I wanted to chat about this earlier today, but I didn't get the opportunity, right? So we're going to do that right now. And I have a guest. Hi, Morgana.
Howdy, howdy.
Can you believe this?
I know, it's crazy.
Right.
I didn't think they'd get
So,
it back that quick.
I didn't either. I didn't either. I didn't either. It seems like sometimes whenever the ball starts rolling, um,
Yeah,
then it really starts rolling. So
they push it through fast too sometimes.
I know, I know, I know. But according to the article, I'm going to share this one real quick. This is KRON4. Um, Hold on a second. Let me get my tabs just so. Hey, Steph. Hey, Gail.
Hey, Gail. Hey,
Um,
Steph.
How are you
JB.
guys? Let me see. Share screen. This one here is the one I want to share. So, we found out, thanks to Miss JB, she sent me this. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Let me see. Let
She's
me see.
always
Let me see.
investigating.
Always, always. So, police have received, now this was shared. They're on Pacific Standard Time. It says 2:50 p.m. Pacific
Hmm.
Standard. So that was 3 hours behind me. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 5:50,
Right.
which was less than an hour ago. But
Yeah.
it says police have received toxicology report in the ongoing investigation into the death of the three Kansas City men whose bodies were found in a friend's backyard 2 days after they gathered to watch a football game. So, um, says family members of David Harrington, Clayton McGeeney, and Ricky Johnson told Nextars they learned that police received the report, and Kansas City police confirmed they have been in contact with family. No additional details of the case revealed to any media, nor are there any plans to at this time. But la 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 la. Whenever I ran over to Twitter, like I literally broke my neck getting over to Twitter. I found. Let me refresh this page here, and show you guys what I found. So they're saying, let me find a good one here. There is this correspondent News Nation, Alex. I can't pronounce his last name, but I'm going to share this. See if you guys are seeing what I'm seeing. Okay, and you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
Hey,
Hmm.
Nicole. Hey, hey. How
Hey.
are you? So it says here a family member who asked to remain anonymous tells me that cocaine, fentanyl, and THC showed up in the preliminary results. The family source says level 10 fentanyl is enough to kill. The Kansas City 3 were at a level 30.
Man.
Uh, and then down here, he says 16 minutes ago, this has now been backed up and confirmed by a second separate family source.
Right.
Um, Someone, Crime Suit Podcast says, with that much fentanyl, I'm assuming at least they didn't suffer, right?
Yeah.
That would be my hope. Um, um, Someone here says that's there's your answer. Next one would be where it come from. I imagine the one that lived but didn't know there was 3 dead in his backyard has no idea. Um,
Well, I heard, did you hear that they supposedly he's in rehab?
yeah. Yeah, I did hear that earlier today. And um I don't know, like, what the deal is. I don't know where the information came from. I don't know if it came from his lawyer
Mhm.
or where. Absolutely, JB. I mean, it is a bad thing.
Yeah.
Um, Gail says a cousin of one of the survivors said they called him the chemist. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I saw that too.
JB says, "Just call me Google. Just call me Google." Uh,
I'm gonna call her the Googler.
the Googler.
Yeah.
Steph says, and Google, the leader of the research department, needs a raise. Ah, Steph says he supplied it, I'm sure, allegedly, in my opinion. And Gail says, and that's why they went there to party.
Yeah.
Even a trace amount on your skin can cause an OD.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't
crazy
know.
stuff.
I've heard that
Mhm.
that stuff it's not nothing to be messed with, you know.
No, and
Um,
they're lacing all kinds of drugs with it. Apparently
yeah,
marijuana and everything. That blows my mind.
yeah, it does mine too. I just don't understand why those 3 guys went outside.
Well, maybe they just I don't know. Unless they took it and then went outside and it happened so quick,
Yeah,
because maybe they didn't know. Of course, they probably didn't know there was fentanyl in it. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Didn't think it was going to be like that.
Mm, um, I'm just looking through some other tweets to see what I can find. Hold on, hold on. Police received the toxicology report after the 3 men were found dead outside the friend's house. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I knew that. I knew that. I knew that. I knew that. Um, I'm just wondering when the autopsies are going to come back and when they're going to actually do like a um if they're going to do like a press release, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
There's you find out this kind of information, but then it's like, okay, what happens next, you know?
Right.
And
You would
yeah.
think they'd be able to have the autopsies as quick as the toxicology. I mean, because you
Well,
would think the
see,
toxicology would take longer.
right, and I thought that I heard that they already had autopsy results back, but um, I don't know
Just haven't released them, maybe.
when they're gonna release them. Um, Wait, somebody says you kinda have to go through and see what's from actual, like,
Yeah.
people and then what's, like, just
Not
people's
just
opinions, you know?
right.
Um, I wanna see real quick, let me go find that video real quick from, that cousin's interview. It was
Mhm.
on the same guys, it was on his, that
Yeah,
dude I
I
was just
saw that this
talking
morning.
about. Yeah, it was on his, I gotta go back and find him though.
There was one I watched from I'm trying
Here
to think
we go.
where that was, but the lady that was interviewing was talking to a medical examiner and talking about, what could possibly have done it. And he said it had to be somebody, I mean, it had to be something that incapacitated him quickly, you know.
Mhm.
So, yeah, that would do it, I'd say. because it was like none of them even tried to help each other or help themselves. So something they all had to go, or be to where they
Right.
couldn't even do anything themselves, even if they wanted to.
Mm. Um, this guy, the same that Alex
Yeah.
Capariello or whatever, however you pronounce it, he says, uh, discovered in the early toxicology reports. Detectives tell victim's family working to obtain a copy of the report.
Right.
Okay, here's the video. I
Yeah.
found it. I
Yeah.
found it. Are you guys seeing it? Okay, there we go. You
Yes.
see it. Let me see what everybody's saying in the chat real quick. I don't want to miss anybody. Very dangerous. PD officers now carry Narcan like any other supply they may need. That's very
Hmm.
true.
Yeah.
Um, hey, another CG. Welcome back to the chat today or tonight, this evening. They say, I knew this was going to be tied to a Fent, whether it's true or not. I said, watch. They say Finn. Yep. Um, JB said, I believe this was a preliminary report. Nicole says, it's all suspicious if you ask me. I still think the friend survived, knows more than he's saying. And now the day or following day after the bodies were found, he decided to go to rehab. It's suspicious. They probably need to write up the full report for the autopsy. This is just readings of measurements. The full autopsy's report will have the final toxicology report.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. Um, Nicole said, I don't understand how the police had written off this case as an accidental overdose with no full autopsy yet. I don't know. I really don't know. I don't know if maybe they're just so used to coming across overdose cases like this that they're just assumed. And I'm
Well,
not going to say that it's not the case. I just, I don't know.
it's getting to be more and more common. That's for sure.
Hmm. Steph said, well, they had 3 times the lethal amount. Yeah.
Yeah. And they didn't have any. Apparently, they didn't have any signs of any kind of other like being beaten or any other injuries,
Mm-mm.
noticeable injuries. So I don't know.
Right. Steph
Steph
said the
said,
accidental
yeah,
part. Yeah, I understand. I'm feel the same way. I just, if they all did it, okay, and I can understand and I can wrap my head around how the 3 guys, I don't know if they're smokers or not. I mean, it did say that THC was also in their system. Now, whether, that's because they smoked it or maybe they took some kind of an edible or something, I don't know. But
yeah,
let's just say for whatever sake they go outside to smoke a cigarette or marijuana. And
hmm,
then whatever it is hits them, but the dude is like and another thing I've heard too is that they're saying that there was, like, proof that they were, like, proof of life up until, like, 1 or 2 something in the morning.
hmm,
Um, I can't remember where I saw that at,
yeah,
but the guy, is inside, and he's, like, at himself enough to tell him "Bye."
right.
You know? I still don't
Close it.
understand why, okay, they would go out the back door. I don't get that when their cars are out the front door, but anyway, um, I mean, does that make sense to you? If you're leaving, unless
Well,
you're plumb out of your gourd.
you would think they'd go out the front door, but I mean, if there's a gate in the back, they could go out that way. I don't know why, but or unless they were just out there, like you said, to smoke or to whatever, you know, and was planning on going back in.
Well, I don't know. Steph says the guy in rehab had to have done much less than they did, which indicates he may have suspected or known. So, right, because he didn't die.
Yeah,
Now, I don't believe that. Hey, Ween Baby, just got back here. What did it say? So they're saying that there was, let me scroll back up here in this Twitter. Here it says, I don't know if you can see this or not, but it says a family member who asked to remain anonymous tells this reporter here that what was found was cocaine, fentanyl, and THC in the preliminary results. And then it says the family source says level 10 fentanyl is enough to kill, and the Kansas City 3 were at a level 30. So that's 3 times the amount over the lethal amount. But I'm going to share this video real quick. Now, I don't know how to feel about this guy, but it says here, let me scroll up. Here it's saying pretty much what the dude says in the video. He's saying Jordan is the chemist. And it says Kayla McGeeney, which is who this guy is the cousin to Clayton McGeeney, one of the Kansas City 3. Told me he thinks that the men ingested a bad batch of drugs. He says Jordan Willis has made and supplied drugs to friends since high school. Here is part of my conversation with Caleb today. Note, these are allegations. Jordan Willis has denied any wrongdoing. As of now, police are not investigating this as a homicide, but I'm going to rewind this.
A lot of times I'm hearing that David, David Clayton, and Ricky were like brothers. Jordan was kind of off on the side. Mm-hmm. True.
Jordan's a chemist, bro.
Jordan's what?
Can you
Jordan's
hear that?
chemist. They all knew him as that.
Barely.
It was easy for them.
Okay, hold on. Let me rewind
I'm
it.
hearing that a lot of times.
Let me pause it. I've got the volume all the way up.
Yeah.
Let me mute myself so that it don't do like any kind of like what do you call it? Echo or whatever.
Yeah.
Hey JC, welcome. Okay. I'm gonna
JC.
mute myself and start this back, but I've got it up at full volume.
Okay.
Times I'm hearing that David Clayton, and Ricky were like brothers. Jordan was kind of off on the side. Mm-hmm. True.
Jordan's a chemist, bro.
Jordan's what?
Jordan's a chemist. They all knew him as that. It was easy for them to go have fun, but he fucked up. He made a mistake. Jordan was the chemist. He's a scientist, right? He does what he needs to do. Now, to use my cousin, my best friend, as a guinea pig? No.
What about Alex Lee? What do you know about him?
I know him.
Yeah. Any idea that he might have brought drugs? No?
Jordan had him. Jordan was one.
So you don't think any more attention should be paid on Alex Lee?
Alex Lee is a good man. He's a good man. Alex Lee is a solid. He was one of their best friends forever. Jordan is somebody that is known from high school as like creating drugs for people to make them feel better in certain situations. Okay, well, you want to do this? Okay, I'm gonna make this for you. I'm gonna make this for you. I'm gonna make this for you, and handing them out. Hmm. The police are doing their job. If it takes time, it takes time. I will never tell them they're not doing what they should be doing. They're doing the best they can. It takes time because you want it to be correct at the end of the day. Mm-hmm. And that's what I hope is when at the end of the day it comes out correct.
Okay. I'll play it again for you guys that's not had the chance to hear it. I'll play it again here in just a second, but I'll kind of go over real quick what he's basically saying. He kept saying at the very beginning that Jordan's a chemist. Jordan's the chemist. And then he said something like he effed up. And he said Jordan supplied him. And he basically says that Jordan's made drugs since they were in high school, and he would like make stuff up and give it to people that needed it for whatever reason. He's like, you need to feel good for this, here's some of this. You need to feel good for that, well, here's some of this.
Mm-hmm.
And now again, these are allegations. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know if this dude is just an angry cousin that wants somebody to pay for something,
Yeah.
or what. But Steph says, "Gotta get my earbuds, can barely hear over the tape dispenser and Aiden's nonsense music." But hey, JC, I'm glad that you came in. Yay. They probably had no idea which way was up. I bet he said he was going to bed, was high, and accidentally locked them out. Is he the one who left early? So this guy didn't leave. This guy was just a cousin of one of the boys that died, one of the guys that died. And when he says something about the Alex Lee being a good guy,
That's
that's
the
the
guy that left.
Alex Lee. Yeah, he's the fifth friend.
Right.
And I mean, I've heard different things about the fifth guy. I've heard he's a good guy, and I've also heard that he, has had his own sordid past with substances,
Yeah.
so I don't know. I mean, are there people out there with past substance abuse issues that are good people? Absolutely. I know lots of them.
Right.
But I keep going back to, like the one chick that had the one that was with the Harrington, David Harrington.
Mm-hmm.
And she just kept saying how he didn't do this kind of thing, And I know what you're getting ready to say, Morgana.
What?
I know, because I totally get it. We say that thing about the people that we love, right?
Right. And
But
just
in
choose
reality,
to say it
yeah.
sometimes.
And
Too close
so
to the situation sometimes.
let's see. Hey, Billy. Billy's saying good afternoon. I'm like, afternoon? It's almost 7:00. What are you talking about?
Hi, Billy.
Hey. Steph says if he was recovering, it would be why he left. He wanted to be gone before drugs came out. Possible.
Yeah. Could be.
Very possible. But I'm going to play this again. Steph, have you got your earbuds ready?
I thought she said her batteries was dead.
Oh, I thought she was going to get a set or something. I must have misunderstood what she said.
Well, after that, she said, dang it, it's dead. So I'm assuming she's talking about her earbuds are dead.
Okay. Well, I'm going to play it again, and that way anybody that missed it can catch it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to mute myself, and then I'm going to push play. Wait, I went to get them, and they wouldn't connect. They needed a charge, but I can hear. Okay, good deal. Here we go.
A lot of times I'm hearing that David Clayton and Ricky were like brothers. Jordan was kind of off on the side.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Jordan's a chemist, bro.
Jordan's what?
Jordan's a chemist. They all knew him as that. It was easy for them to go have fun, but he fucked up. He made a mistake. Jordan was the chemist. He's a scientist, right? He does what he needs to do. Now, to use my cousin, my best friend, as a guinea pig? No.
What about Alex Lee? What do you know about him?
I know.
Yeah. Any idea that he might have brought drugs? No.
Jordan had him. Jordan was one.
So you don't think any more attention should be paid on Alex Lee?
Alex Lee is a good man. He's a good man. Alex Lee is a solid. He was one of their best friends forever. Jordan is somebody that is known from high school as like creating drugs for people to make them feel better in certain situations. Okay, well, You want to do this? Okay, I'm gonna make this for you. I'm gonna make this for you. I'm gonna make this for you, and handing them out.
Hmm.
The police are doing their job. If it takes time, it takes time. I will never tell them they're not doing what they should be doing. They're doing the best they can. It takes time because you want it to be correct at the end of the day.
Mhm.
And that's what I hope is when at the end of the day it comes out correct.
Thoughts? Does anybody have any thoughts on this guy? Like his demeanor or, and keep in mind this is a cousin to one of the men that died. But he wasn't there at the, gathering.
Hmm.
What are your all's thoughts in the chat and Morgana?
I don't know. I mean, I don't really understand why they would all go hang out. I mean, I guess I don't really know because um, I've never been in that position, but why you would go hang out with somebody if you didn't like them?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess if he was supplying the drugs, then maybe, but still, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
almost like because you've heard both things. I mean, supposedly they were friends for since high school,
Mm-hmm.
but then all of a sudden, oh no, he was just like somebody on the outside. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
So, okay, a quick recap. Hey, QB. Um, don't want to victim blame, but why would they go hang out with him if he was known to be a bad influence? Well, he was. It's been said that I think not all three of them, but I think two of them were like have been friends with him since high school. The other
Right.
one, I don't know. Um, but I mean, if they've got this Kansas City football thing like in common, and I've got people that I'm friends with that I like that other people don't care for, but
Right.
um I'm not sure, what the answer to that is. I don't know. I
Hmm.
mean, and it could be just we're going to go over here and watch a ball game and get and drink and have a good
Party.
time tonight.
Yeah.
Um, but JC, they and QB, the preliminary TOX screen came back that showed I almost said coconut. Mm, not coconut.
Not coconut.
No. The cocaine, fentanyl, and THC. But the fentanyl amount was 3 times the lethal limit. So the lethal limit is 10, and they had 30 in their system. So,
Yeah.
some family members don't like each other, said JC. That's very true.
Yeah.
Um, Ween Baby says, I can't get over them being in the yard for 3 days. I know it. I know.
Yeah. That's crazy.
Uh, if this guy made these drugs, wouldn't he know that there was enough fentanyl to kill them? You would think. I mean, and I don't know that he made them. I mean, that's what this cousin is alluding to,
Insinuating. Yeah.
and that's what a lot of people are assuming. But I wouldn't be doing drugs with the chemist from high school in my 30s, but that's just me.
Okay, Steph.
Wouldn't he notice that their cars were there and their phones and wallets were there? Not that it's murder, but WTF. So that's kind of what apparently there were I don't know, maybe family that was like their keys, their wallets, their phones were in the house. I mean, did he not hear their phones going off left, right, and center?
Yeah.
And yeah, their cars were in the front yard, but the dude says that he was asleep for 2 solid days in a row, you
Right.
know? I don't know. Did he
But you
not
would
get
think
up?
if he took the same stuff they did, then, you know, he would be not alive too.
Mhm. Right. Because it's not the freezing to death that killed them, in my opinion. I mean, we gotta wait on the
Right.
autopsy, but
But if it's what they're saying in the toxicology report, then that is pretty much, you would think that's what did it, not the freezing.
right.
If you're going by that.
Right, and the freezing would be secondary to everything else.
Because that fentanyl is like fast,
Right.
right?
Yeah. QB says, coconut. Lately, every time a group of friends gets together, someone ends up unalived. This has been going on a lot lately.
It's
He
an
had to have
epidemic.
some fent too, or else he would have been wired from the coke. Yeah,
Mm,
he probably took some too. Steph says, but he must have known not to take as much as the rest. Right, exactly. QB says nobody wouldn't taken as much. Or he had a crazy tolerance to it already. To fentanyl, though? Really? You think? He knew am not sold on not foul play. Hey, Sherry.
hey,
Hey, hey.
Sherry.
Um, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, that remains
Um,
to be seen.
yeah, it does. I'm gonna go back up here and
A lot of times I'm hearing that David, Clay,
hold on.
David Clayton and Ricky.
Pause. Quit replaying, please, and thank you. Let me go back up here and see if this guy has posted any updates. But I don't know when the what do you call it?
Autopsy?
Autopsy and stuff will be back. I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, with that coming back as quick as it did, you would think maybe not too far off.
Here is the what's this say? This is the where they met with the what's Steph say? Yeah, they dispense fentanyl patches for pain relief for hospice care patients and patients who have built up tolerance to morphine that it doesn't work for their pain anymore. I didn't realize you could build up a tolerance to it.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
I had no idea. Here, this is the families of the Kansas City Three are meeting with the Platte County prosecutor today to discuss, and this was yesterday, I think, to discuss the ongoing investigation and possibility of criminal prosecution. Family sources tell me they're frustrated with the pace of the Kansas City Police Department investigation. The prosecutor is Eric Zand, it looks like.
Yeah.
Or how do you say that?
Sounds good to me.
It's,
How you
yeah,
said.
can't tell.
I'm
Can't
going
see
with
it.
you.
Statement of Platte County prosecuting attorney Eric Zond, I don't know, regarding 3 bodies found on January 9th. 3 people were found dead on January 9th outside a residence in the Kansas City portion of Platte County. Kansas City Police Department's actively investigating those deaths, and my office is assisting KCPD with that investigation. KCPD is currently awaiting autopsy results, which are dependent on toxicology tests that may not be completed for a few more weeks.
They really sped it up.
My office has a decades-long agreement with KCPD, and KCPD responds to my media inquiries while a case is under investigation. In the event a case is referred to my office for prosecution, my office will then respond to the media.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, yeah, I kind of wonder if the family's like, I wonder if that prosecutor had like any sort of um pull on getting things
Either,
moving a little quicker. I don't
either
know.
that or it's just been such a big case that maybe they're thinking we better get this pushed through and see what's going on. Because it's just everywhere, all over,
Mhm.
all over the media and stuff.
Mhm.
And I did see where that medical examiner that they were talking to, not with this case, but he was just speaking on it, said that if there is some kind of drug out in the community that is if it's something that's unknown, I guess, or some new kind of drug, then they really need to find that out quickly just so they
Oh
could
yeah.
let the community know,
Yeah,
but
100%.
apparently it's not something new. It's just bad.
Right. Um all right. Looks like that's all I got so far with this. But I'm
Yeah.
going to
Keep watching.
keep watching and keep you know, seeing what happens. Wow.
It says, great. JB's is the research department and I'm the drug expert.
Oh, that's funny. Hold on a second. Let me see. QB or not QB. Nicole says, I wonder what his levels are. Which one? Nicole,
Oh,
who? The
Jordan guy.
Jordan dude?
I think it's who
Yeah.
she's talking
And you know what? I heard that they didn't do any sort of like drug or alcohol screens on him
about. Why wouldn't they do that? I mean, at
when
least
they
try.
right.
Yeah, a
I
hair
mean,
drug test. Right.
that would have been the first thing I would have done.
Yeah. Hmm.
Stuff.
Yeah.
QB says, Nicole, I don't think they got a tox on him because it has been so long. The only reason they could probably pick up what they did on the 3 is because of the cold. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I think it's normally at least 6 weeks for tox. Um, yeah, what I remember hearing, over the last few days is that, um, because he wasn't under arrest, maybe that's why they,
Yeah. Could be.
yeah, if he'll consent.
Mm-hmm.
It's a HIPAA violation to release anything on a survivor. Yeah, he would have to consent to that. But still,
And he's got a lawyer, doesn't he?
yes.
Yeah. So
Yeah, he's got a lawyer that likes to talk unless he's switched lawyers, I don't know.
yeah.
Or got a new one maybe or something. I have no idea.
I haven't seen any more on that, but I thought he did have one. I didn't know who it was, but
Yeah. QB says they'd either need a search warrant or consent. Well, and
mhm.
since they're trying to act like it wasn't a homicide or any kind of foul play,
Right.
um,
Well, they probably couldn't say that because there was no real evidence as far as like there's no physical evidence. And
mhm.
until they got something back, because they couldn't prove that he was the one that gave it to him or whatever.
CQB, that's another thing that has been talked about online the last couple of days is like some people are wondering if that's why he didn't go to rehab because if he's in rehab, they can't, I've heard, can't charge somebody that's in rehab But then I also heard that that's not necessarily true either.
Yeah, I'm not sure on that.
QB, yeah, that attorney likes to talk. He likes to talk a lot. Gail says, even if it wasn't foul play, I think he's responsible. I feel like I feel like there's just something just don't feel right, you know?
Yeah, it's definitely a little strange.
I mean, don't get me wrong, if it is if everything is truly on the up and up, if the Jordan guy is just flat didn't take as much or didn't partake in what they partook in,
Right,
you know, I don't know that I would feel like if he really is not guilty of anything nefarious, right?
right.
That he would have extreme survivor guilt.
Oh, yeah. I mean, how could you not?
Right. And I mean, I would hate that. I would not want that for anybody, you know?
No.
Because
I
that would
mean,
be miserable to spend the rest of your life feeling like, ugh, you
and
know?
then to have everybody else feel like it was your fault, too.
Yeah, right, right, because, you know, the family's gonna blame him. Even if it comes out that he didn't do anything wrong,
Mm-hmm.
they're still gonna blame him. They're gonna wanna blame somebody other than their loved ones, you know?
Right.
Steph says, "Is the hater gonna come out today?" I don't know. What hater, Steph? QB says, "I think he ran to rehab to make himself look innocent, like, 'Oh, it was an accident. I have a problem too.'" You love what word? What word? For sure, he'd be in a mental health facility before rehab.
Yeah.
Something still doesn't seem right. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. See,
It
there's just a
remains to
lot
be
of
seen.
it's almost like, you know, whenever you have you get answers, like you're waiting and you're waiting and you're waiting and you get some answers, then those answers lead to more questions.
Exactly. Every time.
Oh God. Let's see. Oh, there's a picture of him and his dog.
Mm-hmm.
Um, uh, yeah. So,
Well, I guess we just wait again.
yeah, I guess we'll wait and see what we'll see wait and see what happens, I guess. Um, but I'll be keeping my ears and eyes open, JB or anybody. Oh, nefarious. She likes the word nefarious.
Yeah. Kind of cool word, isn't it?
Uh-huh.
Very
Steph says, "You said earlier there was hate." Oh, yeah, and I went back and looked, and there was a lot more of them too. She left a lot more comments than I realized. So if anybody in here sees someone named Vicky Sipple, uh, you can go ahead and just if you're a moderator, just go ahead and block her. Because she had plenty to say, so plenty to say. Um,
Well, she didn't come in the live or anything.
no, it was all in the comments after
Mhm.
on the, um previous Kansas
Right.
City guys live stream I did a couple days ago or yesterday
Yeah.
or day before, whatever. But, yeah,
Crazy.
people are cray cray.
It's the way of the world.
I know. Well,
Steph.
sheesh.
Steph. Gotta love Steph.
I know it. You gotta love her. You gotta love her.
Mickey Joe.
All right. What'd Mickey say?
No, JB, what she said.
Oh, no, don't do that because I'll have to go bond to her out or something crazy.
Yeah, you wouldn't do that, right? No.
No.
Mickey needs
Let's
to
not
stay in
do
the
that.
corner, right?
Oh, sorry. Say that again. I accidentally hit the thing on here.
I said Mickey needs to stay in the corner.
Oh, God, Mickey's calling.
Oh, Lord.
Hold on a minute. Hello? Hey, I'm live. Are you live? Yeah. It's not my other live. I did a live on the crime channel again because there was some stuff that came back on the Kansas City boys.
Oh, I just sent you something. I wanted you to send me that little file so I can have my tags made.
Oh, okay.
Let me show you something.
Oh, my Lord. You guys. Steph wants to know when we're covering the Mickey Joe case, right? Oh, that's cute. Mickey's showing me all of her little handiworks from crocheting.
Aw.
Oh, those are cute. Oh, and wow, Ronald's drinking some kind of funky wine. That's cute. Those are cute. Oh, it's a little baby mushroom. Okay, you guys. All right, Mickey.
This one, did I show you that?
Yeah.
All right, I love you. Bye.
Love you. Bye.
Oh, send me the file.
I will.
It's been practiced.
Okay.
You're live now.
Yes.
Watch you.
Okay, bye.
She cracking me up.
Could you hear her?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord. QB says I keep bail money on tap. Thank God somebody does.
Somebody needs to.
Hmm.
Then she says, I mean, no, I don't.
Lord have mercy. Oh, JB says, hey, gather bail money, not a problem. I'm gonna have to start a GoFundMe for Mickey's bail
Oh,
money.
gosh.
Oh, there she is. She says, hello.
Hello.
We've been live 47 minutes and 30 seconds, Mickey. Jeez.
You're just now coming in.
This wasn't a planned one, though, so.
That's right.
I know, Gail. She says, you're live? You're live right now?
It's Mickey.
Oh, Lord. Okay, I'm gonna go refresh one more time on the Twitter stream, because my luck, as soon as we X'd out, then there would be some big, massive news flash.
Yeah.
That would be my luck.
Dang it. Gotta go back.
Yeah. Okay, and I'm not seeing anything, so.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it was funny because I was in a group chat with, Morgana and JB, and JB sent me that link, and I was looking at it, and then I went over to Twitter and was seeing what they were saying from the family, and I was like, I messaged, I said, I think I'm gonna do a quick pop-up live. And
She's like, I'm
JB
going
said, on what? Kansas City? And I was like, yeah, I think so. And then her and Morgana was both like, do it. So I did it.
All right.
Well, thanks for jumping up here and joining me, Morgana.
All right.
Banana. I
Well, I'll see
appreciate
you later
it.
tonight.
All right, honey.
Okay.
see you.
Bye-bye, guys.
Bye. So yeah, I'm super duper sad right now. I need to ask you guys, does anybody in here ever get like this is going to sound so weird and random and stupid, but does anybody in here ever get like French gel polish on your toenails, like the French manicure on your toes? The reason I'm asking is because for some reason I got the French polish on my toes when I went for my last like mani-pedi, and the where the white tips are is like making my toenails split and like break off where the white is across the top. the white tip part. I don't understand what's happening. It's super weird. I've done that before with French tips, says JB. On your toes with the gel, it splits. They'll split. QB says, yeah, I don't do gel. On your toes or on any? I do gel on my hands and my toe. But I've never done the French. Well, I have done the French tip before on my toes and it never did that. But this time it did. Lee pops in and says, no, I do not do colors on my toenails or my fingernails. Well, I'm upset because I've got 1, 2, 3 chipped. Yeah. I got 3 chipped toenails. Steph says, I wonder if they thinned it out with alcohol and ruined the polish. I don't know. I mean, the polish looked good. It's not that the polish is chipping. It's that it's chipping my entire, like my toenail. Like my entire toenail chip, like split. It's not that the polish is chipping off. I mean, that too. But where it is chipping, it's like splitting the actual toenail. And then I have to like cut all that off. And it's not cute. Steph says go back and ask for a refund or something because that's not right. Well, I'm going to have to figure something out. But yeah, it's the first time that's ever happened. Ween Baby said, I just saw a video where a girl had a bad reaction to gel polish. Well, I've done gel for a long time now, but I don't know what's up with it. It's like it's almost just wanting to chip right where right where the white stops is where it's splitting like that. Steph says, but yeah, gel on toes is no bueno because it ruins your nails when they take it off. Oh. Well, Lee says, no, Morgana, my toes are not good due to diabetes. Want no one but my doctor seeing that. Well, Sherry said maybe the toenails are dry, remove them and let them babies air out. Maybe. Mickey says, you've caught the ratchet toe fungus there, sister. You'll need a dose of salts and vinegar. Oh, well. All right, you guys. I'm going to get out of here. I just wanted to pop on and share this news with you since a few of you were really into this case. So, yeah, I'm going to have to get some. I've got some. I just never use it, Ween Baby. The nail oil. Yeah, I never use it, but I should. I really, really should. Oh, hold on. I'm getting ready to cough. Hold on. Okay. Oh, you're welcome, Morgana, and I appreciate you coming up and jumping up here with me. So, I'll go ahead and get out of here. But thanks for joining me, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Well, some of you tonight on my regular, but otherwise, we'll be back on the Crime Channel tomorrow morning. Ween Baby says, I like Burt's Bees hand salve. I'll have to check that out. All right. I will see you guys later. Please make sure to give the video a thumbs up before you leave. And I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, guys.